Hello Cosmonauts! A lot has happened this week, and there will be a first part where I'll recap what you need to know about Cosmos applications. Then a second part where we'll talk about the technical feats happening in the Cosmos. So we begin with Agoric, Osmosis, Quasar, Stride. Agoric launches its first 3 applications on its JavaScript smart contract blockchain. Crabble is part of the initial cohort of applications launching on Agoric, building a market for short-term NFT loans to add more utility to collections and solve NFT liquidity issues. Next, we have Cred, allowing users to create characters equipped with items in the form of semi-fungible tokens, which can be swapped to customize the character's appearance and attributes. More entertaining than useful so far. In this same cohort of applications launching on Agoric, we have the Mystic Labs team, which played a central role in creating MetaMask snaps. They will launch Calypso, a multifunctional interchain trading application that maximizes the use of IBC. That's something we like. This week, we also had a tweet from Sunny informing us, without revealing too much, about upcoming applications currently in the testnet. I love Celadon, which is the Osmosis testnet, because we already have functional contract names. I recognize Membrane, allowing the minting of native algorithmic stablecoins on Osmosis. The highly anticipated Cosmos Swap, an outpost that will enable one-click swaps on any blockchain connected to Osmosis. The incredible OMX, a more degenerate perpetual market than Livana, the famous DAO that needs no introduction, and the discrete margin, offering general interchain margin contracts. Finally, the contract without which there will be no mass adoption and no bull market either. Account abstraction. All this on the Osmosis test network. At the mainnet level, still closely tied to Osmosis, almost like an L2 of Osmosis, is Quasar. It offers a variety of vaults, each as enticing as the others. Why do we have such high yields in Quasar vaults? Simply because it's a vault that supposedly positions itself intelligently on pools that are 10 times more profitable than classic pools, but with very low liquidity. As evidenced by Atom/Osmo or ST-Atom/Atom pools, we have up to 5 times less liquidity, generating 2 times more volume. So, these returns will have their time and will inevitably return to returns proportional to the risk taken. Moreover, we see pools without concentrated liquidity displaying different APRs than we are used to seeing. Let's finish with this proposal from Stride on the Osmosis blockchain. Stride asks the Osmosis community pool to deploy 20 million Osmosis into the Osmo/ST-Osmo pool. Multiple good reasons are presented, such as eliminating the need to spend Osmo for incentives in this pool. Increasing liquidity will increase the probability of ST-Osmo remaining pegged, benefiting Livana and Membrane with better collateral for their applications. Although the interest in Stride is evident, there is a massive yes from the Osmosis community because in both camps, there is nothing to lose and much to gain. On the other hand, imagine now being a competitor to Stride. It's very challenging. Stride is installing a moat, a competitive advantage, or a network effect that is very valuable for an application chain. Let's move on to the technical part of the news for the week. The adoption of IBC, the evolution of CosmosSDK, and a very interesting proposal from the Cosmos Hub forum. The first implementation of Toki to connect BSC to Ethereum using IBC, but as you can see above, there is no relayer between BSC and Ethereum, so no direct connection between the two as they would like us to believe. The BSC to Ethereum connection flow goes as follows. BSC submits a packet, and the relayer queries it. The relayer sends it to the LCP node. The LCP node verifies the packet and creates proof using the key generated in the enclave. The relayer submits the packet, along with the proof, to the LCP client on Ethereum. The light client on Ethereum then verifies the proof, resulting in reduced gas costs. LCP uses the same type of technology as Secret Network to provide light client proofs implemented in an enclave. To act as a communication hub, it also provides an on-chain client to integrate IBC Solidity for EVM chains. Thanks to ELC Enclave Light Client, there is downstream signature verification, reducing the size and cost of verification transactions. The other interest of LCP is the very principle of the hub that connections are easily extensible. No need for a lightweight client implementation on the chain for each chain combination. Only a lightweight client implementation per chain that the enclave can execute. The second piece of news is still related to IBC on Ethereum. It's the announcement of Union. This new project announced its testnet, aiming to connect its chain to the Sapolia Ethereum testnet. With an architecture similar to that of Polymer, Union uses Cosmos technical stack such as Comet BIFT and IBC, which it adapts to generate a ZK proof of the state of its blockchain. This allows it to connect to both Cosmos and Ethereum with faster scalability. Quickly, we have an OGVC from Cosmos revealing through an enigma that leads us to a transaction on the Osmosis testnet, a memo announcing the arrival of Hermes, a project that aims to implement IBC in Rust. Blockchains like Penumbra or Anoma will use this version of IBC as they are coded in Rust. For any system that wants to be resilient, it's essential to have multiple versions of its code, so this is a big win for Cosmos. Not only IBC but also CosmosSDK is evolving with the integration of optimistic execution. If this news reminds you of optimistic rollup, it's normal. Remember the video on Celestia? I told you that Cosmos blockchains didn't wait for rollups to be modular. Here we have a perfect example with a scalability solution similar to optimistic rollup, integrable into any Cosmos blockchain. Thanks, Say Network, thanks, CosmosSDK team, for allowing each of the Cosmos blockchains to be the most scalable blockchain in the world. Finally, we had a huge funding proposal on the Cosmos Hub forum. A highly competent team proposes to work on the maintenance of the Cosmos Hub and future features. They will also work on perfecting replicated security, but most importantly, on research and development for ICS v2 and v3, which of course goes hand in hand with the upcoming atomic IBC. They will also assist in the development of mesh security and optimized IBC routing through the hub. Thank you for following this recap. See you next week, Cosmonauts. Thank you for joining us this week, Cosmonauts. If you haven't seen it yet, I invite you to check out the video introducing Celestia and how to claim the airdrop. See you next weekend for the Cosmonauts Weekly Rendezvous.